My thoughts on climate risk is that it brings up the idea that most of the problems that humans face around the world are usually made by other people around the world, and every person is usually responsible for it.
And climate risk, for me, comes from the idea, well, not the idea, it comes from decisions made at a political level for a political structure that neglects humans and beings that are not alive, that are not human, just the nature in general. And those decisions are solely for economic benefits.
Climate risk, I feel that climate change, climate risk is one of the major issues that we have to face today. And I think it's not just a crisis, but an opportunity for people to understand how connected we are to each other, how connected we are to the earth and to nature, and really try and get our act together as we move into the 21st century. So I think that with risk comes opportunity. So I think that it's both a challenge and an opportunity.
What do I think about climate risk? I think that we have, well, I think that the statistic that by the year 2050, it's proposed that we'll have depleted the majority of our natural resources, fossil fuels, and those things that we are so depend on and very reliant on, kind of speaks to the detriment of climate risk. In fact, even calling it climate risk is probably past tense because we are now facing the impacts and effects of many of the risks we've taken.
The environmental issues that we face today are the most pressing issues. If we don't address them, then we won't have a home. And it's just as simple as that. So we need to educate ourselves about what those particular issues are and how they're impacting the whole global environment, and then change our lifestyles and our cultures to reflect the understanding that we have gained.
What are my thoughts about climate risk? Just read an article in Saturday New York Times, got it here, November 2nd, 2013. #1 top article in this paper is Climate Change, Seen Posing Risk to Food Supplies. So, major scientific organization of scientists, intergovernmental panel on climate change, basically say that, hey, over the course of the next 30 to 40 years, climate change will lead to a reduction in food production by at least 2%. Problem with that is that also the population is likely to grow by 2 billion. Currently it's about 7 billion people on the planet. So we're going to have 2 billion increase in population of people on the planet with a food reduction. That's a climate risk, climate change challenges that are going to put all of us at risk. That's a human capacity challenge. So we must all look at what can we do on the individual level, at a community level, to bring about a paradigm change in our lifestyles and our behavior and our concern for humanity and all life forms on Earth. Climate risk is a real matter. It's no longer just a threat. It's putting us all, life on the planet, at risk. Let's do something about it. Join us at Spirited Place at the Epworth Church, November the 7th at 7 o'clock to discuss the important issue of climate risk. Peace.